Hey there, tech fans. Rick here again from the OREI team with an overview of the UHD-501 5-port HDMI switch. This product was engineered to make it incredibly easy for you to connect 5 different HDMI media devices to a single ultra-high definition monitor at the same time while providing complete control over which of those media streams is being displayed on the monitor at any given time by simply tapping a button on the front of the unit, putting the switch in automatic mode, or by using the infrared remote control. The product fully supports 4K ultra-high definition media content at up to 60 frames per second and is HDMI 2.0 as well as HDCP 2.2 compliant, which means it's plug-and-play compatible with a wide range of modern media equipment. The product also features a USB-C connection for power, which makes connecting to your media equipment incredibly easy. Now, as part of this overview, I'd like to start with a quick unboxing just to show you everything that's included with the kit. And then I'll take a closer look at the unit and explain the connections and indicators so you understand how to use it. I'll list the features and functions that the product provides, and then I'll come back and do a short demonstration to show you just how easy this product will be to use with your own equipment. So let's get started with the unboxing. When you first open up the box, you'll find the UHD 501. You'll find a single DC 5 volt 1 amp power supply. You can plug this into any standard wall outlet. It has a USB-A port on the end of it, and a cable's included with a USB-A to USB-C connection. So the USB-A end plugs into the charger, the USB-C end plugs into the unit and provides all the power you'll need for operation. You'll also find an infrared remote control included with a set of batteries as well. And finally, a full instruction manual that lists connection diagrams, specifications, and a lot of other good information about the kit that you'll need to understand in order to use it correctly. Now, if you stay tuned next, I'll take a closer look at the unit, I'll list the features and functions, and then I'll come back and do that demonstration. The product features a full metal enclosure which makes it incredibly durable and helps to minimize outside interference from causing any issues with the sensitive electronics inside. On either side of the cabinet, you'll find ventilation slots that are designed to let any heat that develops during operation escape and keep the electronics inside at a very comfortable temperature. On the front of the unit, starting on the left, you'll find a power indicator. Once you apply power to the module, it starts an internal power on self-test where it checks the electronics, and once that test passes, that LED will come on, letting you know the module's ready to use. To the right of that are 5 LEDs labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These indicate which of the inputs is currently being sent to the output display, and you can change that by tapping the select button over here. To the right of that is an auto indicator. This product provides automatic selection, and to start that, you can hold the select button down for 3 seconds, and then the switch will decide which of the inputs is sent to the output based on which of the media devices comes online first. To the right of that is an infrared indicator. You can hold this select button down for 6 seconds to turn on the infrared function, and that allows you to use the remote control. To the right of that is an infrared receiver window, and that's where the signals from that remote control are picked up. So when you set this up on your desktop or your media center, make sure that window is visible if you're using the remote control. And again, to the right of that is a select button you can use to manually choose which input is being sent to the output. On the rear of the unit, starting on the left, you'll find a DC input port. That's a USB-C port that's used with the included power supply. You can simply plug that power supply into any wall outlet and plug the USB-C end of the cable in right there. To the right of that is a full-sized HDMI port labeled output. This connects to the monitor you'd like to use to enjoy the content from your media devices. And finally, to the right of that are 5 full-sized HDMI ports labeled input 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These connect to whatever media devices you'd like to share the content from with your output display. And that's pretty much it for the unit. The OREI UHD-501 is compatible with most modern HDMI media sources, including computer systems, digital projectors, game consoles, media players like Apple TV, and streaming devices. The product's features include full support of 4K ultra-high definition media content. It offers 5 HDMI inputs and a single HDMI output. It is both HDMI 2.0 as well as HDCP 2.2 compliant. It offers rear connections for ease of use and includes an infrared remote control for easy selection of your content. Now I'll show you just how easy it'll be to use this product with your own equipment. And for this demonstration, over here I've set up 5 small media devices. 4 of them are displaying different images just to make it easy to tell them apart. And the 5th is actually streaming a video because I wanted to show you that you can mix a wide variety of different media files on the switch at the same time. Over here I've set up a high definition monitor. This is my output device where I'd like to enjoy the content from those 5 media devices. In front of me I have the UHD-501. Now the first connection I'll make is from the monitor directly to the unit. I've already plugged a high-speed HDMI cable into the monitor. I'll plug the other end of that cable into the HDMI output port. And now I'm ready to connect up my media devices. I have 5 more high-speed HDMI cables connected to those. And I'll plug those into input number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and finally number 5. Now it's really important that you use a high-quality cable to make all these connections to ensure the best possible resolution on your output monitor. And now we're ready for power. I've already plugged in the power supply. The other end of the cable is a USB-C connection on it, and you can actually see the videos come up, and that's because in some cases the media devices supply enough energy to actually energize the switch, and you might not need this external connection, but just to be safe, let me plug that in. And right now we're looking at input number 2, and if I'd like to switch that, I'll tap the button on the front. It takes a second because the switch is going to analyze the content coming in, the resolution, the frame rate, versus the monitor display capabilities, and make adjustments as needed to give you the best possible picture. And there you go. That's input number 3. Here's input number 4. And it's nice because I can tap the button on the front of the unit, or I can actually use the infrared remote to go directly to one of the inputs for display on the monitor. And let's move on to number 5, and then I'll move back to number 1. Right now I've got the infrared control turned on, and I've got the automatic mode turned on, so it'll select which input is sent to the output, again based on which of the media devices comes online first. Okay, there's input number 5. Now back to 1. Number 1 is the video that's actually looping, so I'll show you how the media content can be displayed over here. I'm sorry, that's the computer. Let me move on to number 2. That's the actual video. In a second that'll come up. And what's nice about this too is that the switch is smart enough to understand what the input resolution is and the output capabilities of the monitor. And again, it'll make adjustments as needed. And it really is just that easy to get it working. I hope you found this overview of the OREI UHD-501 5-port HDMI switch helpful. This product makes it incredibly easy for you to connect 5 of your media devices to a single ultra-high definition monitor at the same time, while providing complete control over which of those streams is being displayed on that monitor at any given time by simply tapping a button on the front of the unit, or by putting it into automatic mode, or through the infrared remote control from quite a distance away from the product. The unit fully supports 4K ultra-high definition media content at up to 60 frames per second, and is both HDMI 2.0 as well as HDCP 2.2 compliant, which means it's plug-and-play compatible with a wide range of modern media equipment. Everything you need to get started is included with the kit, and with a few simple connections, you can be up and running in no time. So until next time, thanks again for watching.